How I use Connix SMC tools to hunt liquidity and nail high risk to reward trades. Alright traders, it's Gary here from G-Labs, and today I'm walking you through how exactly I've been using and breaking down trades using Connix Smart Trading package on TradingView. It's also available for MT5. On MT5 there's a few more features, but this one's really good for the fair value gaps and stuff like that. So if you're trading smart money concepts, breaks of structure, order blocks and fair value gaps, and you want clean logical trades with tight risk to reward and high probability, this is for you. Let's get into it. So mindset is a very important part of trading. I'm not looking to be right every trade. That's not the game. The game is putting the odds in your favor. That comes from controlling what you can risk per trade, controlling what you can, controlling what you can risk per trade, your risk to reward targets, following clear structure, letting price come to you at key zones and not chasing. I let go of what I can't control. The market's job is to move. My job is to react where the setup makes sense and where there's no reason for price to reverse or continue. So as you can see, this is Connix SMC suite for TradingView, and I've got it drawing key levels of structure. It shows the breaks of structure and changes of character here. It tells me where momentum has shifted. The breaks of structure here, you see structure got broken to the upside here, and then we had a break of structure to the downside, taking out this low here. Change of character is the first warning sign that direction might flip. And then we've got our order blocks in the red, for example here. These are old order blocks here that got taken out. And then we've got our fair value gaps in the green and the brown. So yeah, we can, this is obviously the Asian range here as well. So we look for what price might be likely to go back to. So we also look for equal highs and equal lows, which are also perfect liquidity targets. And the order blocks and fair value gaps, these are my hunting zones, especially where we've had fast moves with imbalance. We don't want to be looking too far into the past because that's all really old price action. On here you've got all of the old FVGs and stuff like that, and some of the old order blocks, but once they've been cut through they stop. They don't keep extending, only the current ones extend to the current bar kind of thing. So yeah, for example here we had equal lows, and equal lows again here. So these are all areas where price can hunt to. If you also see, we have the support and resistances marked and the current trading range. So we've got the top of it, the 50%, and the bottom. So we have our discount and we have our premium and equilibrium. Premium sells, equilibrium and discount buys in the bottom. We also have our dashboard up in the corner that shows us the pair that we're in. If we're touching an FVG, an order block, what the direction of break of structure is, where we are in the current range. So at the moment we're at like 23% of that range down here, and then the average daily range of the pair and how many pips we've got. So it's likely that this pair could move, continue to the downside to another 40 pips, but from the high of the day. But obviously if it pulls back up, it's got more room to move. It also comes with a scanner that you can scan multiple pairs with as well, which is just an extended version of this. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just demonstrating some of the features for trading, being the breaks of structure, equal highs, equal lows, FVGs and order blocks. You can reduce the number of FVGs and order blocks so you've got a nice clear chart, or you can just cut them off where they were already mitigated. So here's GBP CAD on the 15-minute, a clean bearish move, and we've got a clear break of structure after price smashed through the previous low. So price smashed through this low and this previous low here, giving us a lovely change of character after this previous break of structure to the upside. And this was obviously the other low that got taken out here and marked with our change of character. It also can show you the highs and lows and count the highs and lows of the current move if you set that up in settings. Now I'm not going to just jump in here. I'll wait for price to come back into the imbalance zone and retest that previous supply area. So longer term, it might be nice for price to pull all the way back up here into this area where we've got the FVG, the imbalance, and the order block. But let's just say that might be unlikely today unless we take this high out and continue up. So at this current moment we have the Asian range at London Open, so I was working with these equal highs, this FVG here and the top of the Asian range, and my premise was that price could pull back down to retest this previous low where we have the equal highs and this FVG, tap into that and then push down to these previous lows here. So it's pretty much the same story here with Euro US dollar. We had a clean break of structure to the downside. Obviously the major break here was this one coming down here, which was a very nice clean break. But again, we're working on the 15-minute chart with the Asian range. So unless we start breaking to the upside, we're likely to not get back to these highs yet. So I've worked with this minor break of structure to the lows here, taking out this previous low here, marked break of structure. Then I've seen we roughly have these equal highs here. So working within this range, we're in discount and we're around the 50% mark of the Asian range here, top to bottom. So I went with an entry here and set my level to these equal highs and then targeted these previous lows over here. But I didn't overstretch because with the spread and that, and price might just tap into this, you might not get filled. So this was Euro Yen on the H1. Textbook equal highs got run, order block formed, massive rejection, break of structure confirming the shift. Once I got that, wait for price to come back to the origin of the move. Again, Connix makes it visual. It shows the order block and highlights where price might move and want to return to before continuing the move. So my stop was just above, and my target were the lows, and as you can see it got filled. So yeah, price was here, I waited for it to come back, and price came back, created those and then pushed back down. Yeah, I think with this entry here the stop just got took, which is a shame, but it's a very nice tour. I got in a little bit early here, and yeah, price obviously hunted back to this high here and formed these equal lows. Yeah, so we wait for a clear break in structure or a sweep of liquidity, mark the order block or FVG that caused the move, wait for price to come back to that, enter with logic and not emotion, and target the next liquidity pocket or imbalance fill This is what Connix helps me do in real time, no second guessing, no clutter. So if you want this exact same setup, Connix Smart Trading is available now on TradingView and on MT5. It shows you structure, liquidity zones, imbalance, order blocks, all automatically. It shows you the sessions, it shows you where the liquidity times are automatically. It makes trading a hell of a lot simpler. You also have the easy to read dashboard and the multi-currency scanner. Links are in the description below, or head to G-Labs.software. You can grab the deluxe package if you want access to everything, including the multi-asset scanner alerts. Drop a comment if you want me to walk through any other trades or answer any questions on how I use this. Trade smart, don't chase. Control what you can and let the edge do the work. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.